Hey Glamazons, and welcome back to my channel. It feels weird to do a second intro because if you watched my earlier video, my fall vampy look, you'll know that I filmed these two videos back to back. So right now it feels weird to have gotten done filming this and then go straight into another video. But that's what we're going to do today. This is my November favorites. I hope y'all like this, and if y'all like the same products or have any favorites that y'all want to share, please feel free to comment below and let us sister know, because your girl loves her beauty products and she loves sharing, and not everything in this video is actually makeup related. There's like 2 products that aren't technically makeup, they're just something that I like and I've found myself going for a lot this past November. So yeah, without further ado, here we go. Alright, so I want to knock out my non-fall thingy, or my non-fall thingies, wow, my non-beauty slash makeup things first. It's non-makeup first. Alright, so my first go-to is this black cardigan. Oh my god, I love it so much. It's so cute and comfy. It's like a giant sweater and it's got pockets. At my work, what I do for my job for now, we're not allowed to wear anything but black cardigans because they want us to look more presentable. So I went and I got that, and I'm just in love with it. Like, even when I'm not at work, like, I love that thing. It is so cute and comfy. The next favorite that I found myself going for a lot, if you can't tell by the bottle, is the Bonfire Bash by Bath & Body Works lotion. It is inspired by toasted marshmallows, crackling campfires, and cozy flannels. I don't know about the cozy flannel thing, but when I smell it, I wish I could just get you to smell it too. It literally, all I smell when I use this is just like warmth in the marshmallow, and it smells so good. Like, it smells like you're at a bonfire and like you just toasted marshmallows, and oh, it is so good. This is, I don't know if they have any left in stock, because as far as I'm aware, they're now officially in their winter scents and whatnot. But if they do, girl, don't sleep on it. Like, if you gotta go to Amazon and get this, get yourself some, because this scent, this is it, girl. This is it. Alright, the next favorite of mine I want to talk about, which is something else I've used in my past few videos, is my Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. Normally I like to use the MAC Fix Plus or the Morphe Setting Spray, but recently I finally caved and got this because Sephora was having a good deal on it, and I was only so many points from getting VIB, so I bought this, and one of the next products I'm fixing to talk about, and finally got VIB, by the way. Woohoo! And oh, this setting spray is life. Like, if you haven't already tried it or don't own this, you need to get this in your collection, because it is all that. Like, this is that shit. Hunty, this is that product. Go get yourself a bottle. I think right now they're doing this thing, right? If they're still doing it, it's a gift set where you get 2 for the price of $39, which is like a few dollars more than what you get for 1. But I mean, considering that you get the 2 whole sizes of these for the price of like 1, basically a little bit over 1, it's a good steal. I would go do. Alright, the next product I'm going to talk about is the IT Superhero Cosmetics mascara. I've been living for this mascara. Like, I just fell in love with the Better Than Sex mascara. No, girl, this mascara does all that. Like, if there was a that bitch in mascara, hunty, I'm telling you, don't sleep on it, because this is that bitch. And then, if you watched my last, or I don't know which one of these videos I'm going to post first, probably this, because I want my November's favorites to be up in November. But if you've been paying attention to me at all social media wise and stuff like that, you'll know I've recently fallen in love with lashes, and currently these are my favorite pair that I own. Like, I have a few that I haven't gotten to quite experiment with and wear, but I'm sure I'll love those just as much because one's like a House of Lashes pair and the other is a Baddington. But this is the Lashaholic ones, and they're luxury lashes, and they're in the style Instaglam, which is the ones I'm wearing right now. If you can see how dramatic and cray cray they are. I literally love for these. They just, man, they really turn up the look. Like, I didn't realize how much of a difference lashes could make until now. Like, I used to think that it was kind of like a conspiracy theory, like, oh, lashes, they do all that. No, they really do all that. Obviously, I'm not going to pressure my subscribers, my glamazons, into buying and wearing blah 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 lashes, because it's not something necessarily necessary. It is definitely a personal preference. However, I will say that I've noticed that since I have started wearing them, I get twice as much compliments on my makeup, which makes me so happy, because I feel like I work so hard to do my looks. So if you haven't started wearing lashes, just start practicing, and don't worry if you're worried and you're sitting there saying, well, I don't know how to, Hannah. I have a couple of how-to videos coming y'all's way in the very near future, because of one of my little babies that I work with, Savannah, which if you're watching this video, hey girl, shout out to ya. She doesn't know how to do that, so I'm probably very soon going to do a how-to on lashes and my brows, which I know I can be a little bit dramatic with my brows, but it's kind of a thing, and I dig it and I live for it. So if y'all want to see that, it's coming in the very near future. Very near. Alrighty. So the next product I'm going to talk about, which I don't feel like this should be much of a shocker for y'all, is the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill collab, the brushes. Ugh. Like, the case alone I live for, because it's just so luxe and pretty, and it protects the brushes. And I'll open it real quick and like let y'all see them. But it comes with all of these brushes right here, and I literally love all of these brushes. Like, I already have a pretty good brush collection, and like, I love my makeup brushes. Like, I clean them religiously, I take care of them, but I didn't realize like how many brushes I really felt like I was missing in my life. Like the JH05. Let me see if I can get it out real quick. This is the perfect contour brush, because it just gets in there and I just go, and it gets the job done. Like, it's such a clean contour brush. I love it. And then this bronzer brush, like, it is so perfect, because like sometimes I'll even dip into my contour and kind of do it, and it just gives it a light, like a nice contoured, like, bronze look, and I love it. I live for this brush too. This is the JH02. And then there's also like a, let me see if I can get them out. This brush, and this brush. I can grab it. Okay. So like, if I had to say, oh, and this one too. Okay, hold on. Let me set these down real quick and talk about these. If there's any 4 brushes I would say you need in the collection, I would say it's these 4 right here. And let me explain why. Like I said, perfect contour brush gets the job done. Like, I have, like, this has been my ride or die contour brush. Like, I used to have this one from Morphe that I got in this, what was it? The Face Collection? I don't remember what it was even called. Gosh, I'll have to look into it. But that, like, y'all have seen me using it in, like, all my videos. And that was my ride or die contour brush, honestly. Like, I lived for that brush. Like, that brush was it. She was my, bleh, she was my homie. And she still is. Because, like, I'll still, like, I'll alternate between the brushes, because I have so many, I don't want to not use one. But that JH05, honey, snaps for you, girl, because that is the brush. And then the JH42 and the JH39. This one, like, it's one of those brushes I didn't realize I needed, because, like, what did I used to use? I used to use this dual-ended brush, and I would highlight like that for my brow. But since I got this brush, my brow highlight has gotten so much better. Like, I live for this brush. Like, it's so funny how there's some brushes, like, you didn't realize you needed until you get it, and now that you have it, you're like, oh my god, how did I do my makeup before? And that is one of those brushes for me personally. Like, I don't know how I did it before, and now that I have it, I'm like, oh, I cannot live without that brush. Like, before that collection goes out, I'm going to have to buy 2 or 3 of those because I cannot be without that brush. Like, that is that brush. I'm saying that about all these products. I'm like, oh my god, these are all so amazing, but it's because they really are to me, y'all. Like, I love all these products, and that's something I want my subscribers to realize, my Glamazons to realize. Like, I'm never going to tell you a product that I personally do not adore. That is my thing. Like, I'm always going to recommend products that I personally love and feel like will work for anybody. So, yeah. And then the JH39. Again, this is another eye highlighting brush. Like, it is perfect. You just go, and it gets that little dot of highlight in there really good. And if you want, like, it's also really good to get kind of like that halo highlight. Like, I did that the other day with one of my looks that I wore just out, and like, gosh. And then this brush. This is the JH01. I don't know why I said 01 like that. Oh, anyway, not the point. Sorry, distracted. This is the brush I use to put on my powder foundation to set my face because it's so big and fluffy, and it just gets so much product on, and you can just go do like with the product. It is perfect, and I love how it feels. It feels very luxurious. It's like very thick and big, and like if you're like me and you listen to music when you're getting ready normally, microphone, hello. Oh, no, I'm kidding. But really, this is a great brush for a foundation. Like, again, if you're a powder foundation and there's any one brush I would suggest, if you're looking for one, so that way you can kind of quicken up your powder game when you're setting your face, don't sleep on it, because this is that brush too. Okay. Let me get it back in the sleeve real quick. I don't know why I'm so weird about that, but sometimes I will leave it in the thing and sometimes I won't. And like I said, this case too, I love this case. It's like, I know it's Jacqueline's thing to be silver and sparkly, but even before Jacqueline, I've always had a thing for like glitter and silver. Like, I want my wedding to be black, white, and silver. Like, those are the colors I want my wedding to be in when I finally do find the right guy and stuff. The next thing I want to talk about is something I raved in my last video, or not last video. I keep on wanting to call it my last video because I filmed it before this one. It's the Fall Vampy video. I raved about it in that. Again, it's that Ulta Beauty palette that I got. This thing is so amazing. I love it so much. I love the shadows. I haven't had a single issue with one of them. They're very pretty, very pigmented. And the blush and the highlight and the bronzer in this, again, like, the only 2 shades I don't really use is a shimmery blush here, and then this shimmery bronzer there, because like, it's not flattering on the skin to use that. And then also, I like the fact that it comes with this little mirror. I want to cover it up so it doesn't like blind y'all, but it says, may your makeup be as flawless as, or may your day be as flawless as your makeup. And I think that's super cute. And then I love the packaging. I think it's super duper pretty. I love the pink and the rose gold. And then like the cover, it's like got this glittery and it says Ulta Beauty, and it looks like a little notebook, and I love that. I think it's super duper cute. Okay, the next product I want to talk about that has become a favorite of mine is the Laura Lee Nudie Patootie palette. Oh my god. Like, this palette, I don't think she's doing it anymore, but if you had the chance earlier this week, I would have suggested hitting up her sale she was having, because this palette, y'all, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Like, look at those shades. Like, I know it's kind of a neutral Nelly kind of thing, like a neutral Nancy. Like, if you're that girl, then you need this palette. Unless you're like me and you have a ton of neutral shades. You really didn't need to get it, but you wanted it. Because this palette, oh my gosh, like, it's so pigmented. Like, let me do a quick swatcheroo for y'all. I'm going to swatch the shade Jaybird real quick, which is this red right here. Let me see. Oh, it's so buttery, and look at that shade. It's so pretty. Like, oh, I live for it. It is very pigmented. I haven't had an issue with it yet. And then this shade, Bear. I use this like a blush whenever I dip into this palette. I love that shade. Like, and I haven't had a single complaint with this palette yet. Like, it's very buttery, very creamy. It's and do that swatch right there. Again, see, look how pretty those are. Like, oh, that one's a good one. And oh, this white shade called Stark. I like that shade a lot too, because it's like the perfect highlight. And like, you know me, if you know me, at this point on my channel, y'all know that I don't believe that you have to use makeup for one thing. You can use it for whatever. See, there's that shade Stark. Pure white beauty. It is like, it is that highlight. Like, I love it. She did such a great job on this eyeshadow palette, y'all, honestly. But yeah. And see, if you look at Jaybird, you get flecks of gold in it. Like, she did a great job. But yeah, I think this palette is worth a few coins. I am probably a little bit biased because she is one of my more favorite YouTubers. Like her, Jacqueline, and Manny, as I said many a time, they're probably the three main reasons I kind of decided to start this channel. Mostly Jacqueline, and also because a friend of mine suggested I do it. But they kind of gave me inspo, if you will, to kind of have the strength to go forward and do this. So, and I'm so proud of her for this palette. This palette is amazing. Like, oh, I wish I could collab with, like, no, I can't say I'd want to collab with Laura for a palette, because I mean that'd be great too. Like, okay, Laura Lee, definitely would love to do a collab. Mac, oh my god, if I could do a collab with Mac, dreams. Morphe, I mean obviously y'all know I'm a Morphe gal. But, oh, love that palette. It's amazing. Okay. Anyways, next favorite of mine is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Oh my gosh, this palette, like, obviously you'll have to forgive mine because she's a little bit crusty and dusty and busted, but oh, she's so pretty. And that, like, yellow banana shade, that is one of my faves, my go-tos for, like, setting. Like my under eye, like I'll go in all the time and set underneath with that now. Same with that pinky shade, this one right here. And all three of these are gorgeous shades. Like this one's a little bit too deep for me. Like, I mean, oh, I can't say that. I haven't had a problem with any of these contours. Like, I haven't had a single problem with this palette. Like, it is that palette. Like, I suggest you get it. And I know a lot of y'all probably, like me, would hesitate with the price at first. But the great thing about it now is the fact that they're magnetic. So that means they're refillable, so whenever you run out of one shade, instead of having to buy a whole new palette, you can just buy that shade, and that is amazing to me. I think that is very just, she's helping us save some coinage too. I love this contour palette. I highly suggest it for anybody. Like, cause it's just, oh, it is so beautiful, so creamy, so pigmented. Like, it is a great palette. And probably, oh, another product I kind of wanted to mention while I'm thinking about it is another makeup brush, which I know y'all are probably like, oh my god, how many brushes do you have? A lot, girl. Let me tell you. It's going to be the Morphe Y6. This is another one of my favorite foundation brushes. Like, I bounce back and forth between using this one and the one in the Jaclyn Hill palette, which, if I'm remembering, is like the 1M42, something like that. Anyway, I can't remember it, and I'd have to link it below, or like describe it below, but it's, like, these two are my favorites. Like, I love this one because it just, it gets the job done. It's the ride or die for me. Like, that is such a great brush. Like, I suggest you get that. Like, I'm just over here trying to sell everything, y'all. Y'all get this. But really, all these products, there's a reason why I'm saying they're my November favorites. They're all really genuinely favorites of mine. Like, stuff that I find myself reaching for a lot. Okay. And this is the last product I'm going to talk to y'all about. It's going to be the Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten Blush. And it is the shade Tropic Hues. Sorry. Anyways, it's the Laura Geller Baked Blush and Highlight. Blobbly Blush and Highlight. I cannot speak. Blush and Brighten Blush in the shade Tropic Hues. And, girl, this shade, it is so pretty. Like, I'm gonna have to highlight. I'm gonna have to do a swatcheroo on the other hand. But, obviously it's a baked blush, so it's gonna be a little bit shimmery. So I'm not flipping y'all off, but hold on, let's see, get it into focus here, and let's just do a little mini swatcheroozy. Gonna get another layer. This is one of my favorites though, because it's such a pretty shade of pink, and I love the shimmer because it's like, oh, like, can you see that? That is such a pretty pink. It's like light, but then it's kind of shimmery. Oh, like, this was a favorite of mine this summer, definitely, but this has definitely been one of my more favorite ones recently. I love that shade. See, just look at that color on my finger. You can see it. Anyway, I think that is it for my favorites this month. Sorry I rambled and I probably went on a lot of rants and whatever, but you know me. I literally cannot help myself. When I get passionate about something, I just want to tell the whole world, like, this is why this is a great product. This is why you need it. It's all this for that much. Like, I just can't help it. I get so passionate about these products because they really are bomb. If y'all use these products or try them out and you like them, let me know in the comments below. If you have a favorite this month that you want to share with me, let me know, because I love a good product too. If you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up, because I feel like favorites are kind of underrated and they went away in the YouTube world, which made me sad because I used to love watching the monthly favorites, but I'm going to try as best I can to do it, which next month I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be doing it 2018, like the whole year favorites, so yeah. But thank y'all so much for taking the time to watch my video. Again, if you like it, give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell too, y'all. Like, yeah. As always, much love, and I will definitely see y'all in my next video. Bye, Glamazons.